Hi, and welcome back to Plastic Models by a Regular Dude and the Monogram M3 Lee project, 1/32 scale. So as you can see, I've got my clay wash on here again, the Ultimate Weathering Wash Light Dirt color. And I've already started scrubbing the excess off. So just like in the last video, I'm going to be getting all of the excess off, just leaving behind a nice dusty look. And then what I'll do is, just like I did on the lower hull and the tracks and the lower hull tracks and suspension, I'll be going back with the sand colored clay wash and putting that all along the edges, along the bolt heads, all that kind of stuff, rivets, all that along the edge of raised detail, and then I'll be rubbing that off as well. So I'm going to continue working on this and get this all scrubbed off and come back and see what it looks like. So as I'm scrubbing this off, I forgot to point out that, as you can see here, I used where'd it go? Vallejo Weathering Effects fuel stains, and I made some fuel stains on there, and then I put my clay wash over it. So what that achieved is it gives me some dusty old fuel stains, and then I'll put some fresher ones on top just to kind of give it a little bit of depth. All right, so I did the same thing that I did on the lower parts of the hull, but I was a little more choosy in where I put it. I put, dust around all the edges here, along the rivets here and up here, some on the upper edges back here, and so on. I didn't want to get too high because I wanted the lower portions to be a little bit lighter due to being closer to the ground and the dust stirring up and stuff. So, again, I'll just do the same thing I did before. And not only does it leave deposits around the edges, but it also lightens up surrounding panels somewhat. Surfaces, I should say. I'm used to talking about airplanes lately. Okay, let's see what's going on there. So, see, it's lightening that stuff up. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to continue on with this, and I think once I do that, all I'm going to need to do is just put a little bit of fresh fuel spills, and this is going to be done. So the next time I come back, it should be a final reveal. Alrighty then, folks, this is it. It's done. The Monogram M3 Lee, 1/32 scale. So if you've been following along, you saw the things that I did that I've done a little bit differently than in the past. The clay washes, I really like the way they work out. I've mentioned it probably 100 times since I've had them, but they really work good for a dusty appearance like this. And one thing I did do different than I normally do is I didn't put a clear coat on here for doing the wash, or for doing the pin wash. So I just did it right on the Tamiya flat paint, and I think it works a little bit better just because it sticks. The clay wash sticks to the really rough finish of the Tamiya flat paint. So that's it. It was a lot of fun building this kit. Again, I want to thank Ben Brandis for sending this kit to me. I really enjoyed it, and you know, after having built one of these probably, good grief, 40 years ago, maybe 40 plus. I really enjoyed it. It was funny, as I was building it, it was kind of jogging the old memory about this kit, but it was a lot of fun. Now, the next part, I had mentioned early on that I wanted to do the diorama like Shepard Payne did for the diorama tip sheets back in the 70s, and I still plan on doing that. But for now, the kit is done. Need to round up some figures, get a base, that kind of stuff, and kind of get ready for that. And in the meantime, I'll be working on other projects. So sometime after the first of the year, I'll get cracking on the old diorama. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed following along with this build, and you know, stay tuned for more stuff coming up on the channel, including this diorama later on. And if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, as always, put them in the comments below, and I will respond as quickly as humanly possible. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.